So we are going to delete this thing, go to mesh, take UV sphere, go over here, shift A, sub D, or I can just control 2. Subdivision is applied of 2 level, and then going to shading workspace, going over here, clicking and dragging this thing and dropping it over here, and then clicking and dragging this thing and making sure it fills the entire thing by numpad full stop. The next thing I'm going to do is click on the new material, make sure that it has a nice bluer color, and because it's looking like a faceted look, I will right click on this thing, go to shade, auto smooth, and reduce the roughness to show the beauty of the world in the form of reflection. So if I increase this roughness, it is going to roughen the shine, and I can come over here and increase this coating to give it a very different kind of look, as if it has 2 colors. Let me illustrate it. If I take like some kind of a darker color, like this kind of color, and if I give it a lighter color, a very lighter opposite color, so it is going to give us this kind of a look that is only achievable by having a different kind of coating on this object. So this works as the opacity of this layer. Then we have another level of roughness to roughen this surface as well, and understand this coating as if it's made of keychains using epoxy material. So what we can do is, like if this is the wooden thing, over roughness we have another layer of shiny surface, and IOR defines what kind of look that you want for this. Like if you want watery kind of epoxy, 1.3 would be nearer to water, 1.5 would be nearer to glass, and 2.4 will be nearer to diamond kind of thing, and you can go beyond. It will give you a colored metal, and you can go beyond this, like instead of 4 you can type 14, but it will completely make it metallic. So instead of that I will go for 1.5, and tint allows you to give a different kind of color. You can give it a control this thing entirely and give it a very new look, something that people have never seen in their entire life. The next thing is normal. So to illustrate the power of normal, let me bring a noise, control shift click to see the noise, increase the scale, make it more visible by using a ramp, make it darker, and I want to use this as a bump, BUMP. Instead of strength I want it to be height, and push it over here in the normal. Control shift click, control shift clicking the bump to increase this distance to the point where it is visible on the screen, and then control shift click on the principal BSDF, then shift dragging to reduce the effect. It's as if it's made of a golden foil. So after this thing I will bring the same thing, shift D over here, and this time control T. This will give us these 2 brothers, and this control T option will only work if you have this thing activated, node wrangler. So in this thing I will control shift click the noise texture to color ramp so that it's even wonderfully visible. So this is the kind of look I am trying to do by scaling the Y axis and reducing the size so that more and more of them are visible, and the black thing is going to go inside and the white thing is going to come outside. What are you saying, sir? Let me illustrate it. In the bump node it's looking like this, and if I go to principal BSDF and insert this normal into the normal of the coat, what? Yeah, that's the power. And I can reduce the strength, and let me reduce the distance a little bit to the point that it's just visible, 0.5, and it gives a very different kind of look to the entire thing. Yeah, and I can go and play with this thing and play with this thing to make it even more prominent. So that is how coat will help us. Imagine this roughness as the person has taken beating from the world, but coat can help you bring a new perspective for the life. But even that is shard. Then only meditation can help you, my friends. Only meditation can help you. Brought to you by BlindBlindersJob.com.